Yo! How's it hanging? How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? Where's your head at? Is it on the draft? Because it is literally 8 days away, and I could not be more excited. Okay, so we're starting a tradition here on CAC Sports Chat because who knows what this is going to look like next year. I love doing this. I loved making this channel and having a good time and just producing slop content. And in the spirit of talking about slop content, let me break it down. Starting today, we are going to be doing what I like to call the slop draft. Okay? The slop draft. We are going to be doing 3 rounds. We're going to be doing 1 round, I just thought about it in my head, of just pure anarchy and slop. You know what? Shoot. We'll do 2. Cut it down the middle. That's what I'm talking about. It's a slop draft. Yeah, some people do mocks. Some people do drafts where they do lots of trades. This is beyond that. This is just the unfathomable becoming fathomable. The absolute slop that no one wants to talk about or look at, that happens, that people sit at home and go, wow, I wonder if this was going to happen. I'm going to make it happen in this draft. Let's go. Let's begin. Let's get it done. Let's go. Raiders are on the clock. Steelers are going to be contacting the Raiders, and this is what's going to happen. Steelers are giving up this year and next year's first round pick, next year's third, this year's second, and to the Raiders. Ooh. And interesting. Wow. So the Steelers don't have it. They can't figure it out. I mean, you have to go the next 2 years worth of picks. 3 years worth of picks. So Raiders don't get it done. Whatever. Raiders, I don't want the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza. I do think I think that's slop. Give me, let's see, who. Welcome to the slop draft, baby. Los Angeles Chargers, right, are going to be giving them Justin Herbert for the next 2 first rounders and a second. Okay. A first rounder and 2 seconds. Boom. Boom. The Raiders aren't even in the first round anymore. The Chargers are going to draft Fernando Mendoza first overall. They're hitting the reset on the quarterback button. Fernando Mendoza's a Charger. The Jets. Bengals are calling the Jets because the Jets, oh boy, have a trade of a lifetime. The Bengals are going to be asking for Joe Burrow in exchange we We got to make this realistic. I'm not taking Joe Burrow for anything less than 3 first-round picks. I think what they do is they trade 2 of next year's and 1 of this year's. They lose no capital. Congratulations. The Jets now are the proud owners of Joe Burrow. Which means, what are the Bengals going to do, you might ask? Great question. The Bengals are going to then call the Colts. This is just slop, okay? The Bengals are going to be calling the Colts for Daniel Jones. And what do they do for Daniel Jones? A second-round pick. Proposed, confirmed, boom. Colts have Anthony Richardson. Daniel Jones is a Bengal. Joe Burrow's a Jet. Fernando Mendoza's a Charger. And, let's not forget, Justin Herbert is a Raider now. With the second overall pick of the draft, the Bengals are going to select... Arvell Reese. Cinema! Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to do something they've never even thought that possible. The Cardinals are sitting there thinking about what are they going to do? The Cowboys are calling. And the Cowboys are saying, give me your third overall pick, and we'll throw in our next year's third and this year's third, 2 first-rounders for the first and the second rounder. They're trading up into the first 3 to draft my boy, Reuben Bain Jr. It's slop. Tennessee Titans are like, dude, they're panicking. They're in the room like, They take Jeremiah Love. They're sticking with their guns. Giants are panicking, okay? Giants are panicking, okay? Giants are panicking. Why would you say that they're panicking? Oh, this is the best video I've made ever. Why are they panicking? There's no need to panic because they hear something going on behind them. A pick behind. Giants are taking, they're locked in. But the Cowboys are calling again because they want to get back into the first round to take some more picks. So CeeDee Lamb is in question. Oh man, this is just slop. Wait. Oh, you're saying the Browns will reject it for 24? Wow. What? Will they do it for George Pickens? Oh, they won't even do it for George Pickens. So the Browns are trading away the 24th, the 39th, and the second round pick of next year for CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys are now back in the first round. With this pick, they draft Francis Mauigoa. Okay. Washington Commanders on the clock, they might as well be calling this an L because they are scared. Carnell Tate's off the board because they're panicking. Pick 8, the Saints are taking David Bailey. Pick 9, I mean, Spencer Fano could be off the board here. But what do I hear? What do I hear in my ear? The Chicago Bears are calling. Are the Chicago Bears calling the Chiefs right now? Are the Chicago Bears calling the Chiefs right now? Are the Chicago Bears calling the Chiefs? They are. Because they just traded up from 25 to 9. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call cinema. The Bears are taking Caleb Downs at 9. Chiefs now have pick 25, next year's first, and pick 89. Bengals on the clock at 10 when... Who did the Bengals take? Arvell Reese. It's cinema. Mansour Delane is off the board. The Bengals have the defense of terror. Dolphins are on the clock. The Dolphins are on the clock. But they're like, why? Why do we need to be on the clock right now? Oh, who's calling? Are the Green Bay Packers calling right now? Hello, Green Bay? Green Bay, hello, are you calling right now? Green Bay, what is it? Green Bay, are you calling the Miami Dolphins? Green Bay is trying to get pick 11 for pick 50 for pick 52, next year's third, and get ready. No, they wouldn't trade Micah Parsons like that. They would not do Micah Parsons dirty. That would be insane. That would be insane. They could have done it if they kept Malik Willis, but they didn't. Matthew Golden. Okay, Christian Watson. That's slop. No, Quay Walker's not even on the team. Green Bay doesn't make that trade. You see, they're asking for too much. They're asking for too much. But the Dolphins are just going to play it safe. They're going to go get Mekhi Lemon. They're going to go get Mekhi Lemon. And now the Cardinals are on the clock after not having been able to pick anyone. And I think the Cardinals might be... I mean, did the Cardinals make any... Because if you look at the Bengals... Cardinals are going to take Spencer Fano at 12. 13, the Rams are here. The Rams are listening. Oh, who's calling right now? Who is calling? Rams are calling. Who's calling? The 49ers. The 49ers. Why are the Rams calling the 49ers? Wow, they don't even want him, bro. Golly. Who else is down there? It's a quarter. Oh, actually, no. Really? Not even for Puka? Wow, that's insane. Matthew Stafford for Brock Purdy. And pick team 13 and pick 61. 49ers are up high now, and they get Dylan Thieneman. Oh, man. Because they have Mac Jones. They have Mac Jones. They don't got to worry. Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now, and they are panicking. They're gonna just not even like mess around with this. They are going to call, and they're just gonna get their guy. They're gonna trust their guns, and they're gonna get a guard Vega. Bucks are on the clock, and the Bucks. I mean, the Bucks. Who's calling the Bucks right now? I could tell you who's calling the Bucks right now. The Steelers. The Steelers are calling the Bucks. Why? Because why not? They want pick 15 in exchange a second round pick and TJ Watt for pick 15. Third round pick and TJ Watt for pick 15. And the Steelers are up 15 picks. The Steelers are going to need just about everything here. The Steelers are going to go and they're going to get their replacement for TJ Watt. And they're going to get Akeem Mesidor. Jets are on the clock. Jets grabbed who? No one, because they traded back. They traded down because they got Joe Burrow. And now the Jets are going to look and they're going to get Kenyon Sadiq at 16. The Detroit Lions at 17 are going to get Monroe Freeling. The Vikings are going to take Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Now, here's where things are going to get dicey. Panthers are going to take tackle Blake, or they're going to take probably Caden Proctor again. The Cardinals are going to trade back with the Eagles. No, I lied. The Cardinals are going to stick to their guns, and they're going to draft... Who they draft already? Spencer Fano? They need a QB, don't they? Did they trade for a QB? Oh, no, they didn't. All right. I think that this is definitely worth... I think Ty Simpson's going to go at 20. Pick 21 back on the clock for these guys. Guard, wide receiver. They got Akeem Mesidor. And they're going to take Jordan Tyson. Ooh, buddy. They are going to then... The Chargers, who just lost their quarterback, by the way. Let's not forget this. The Chargers lost their quarterback. Are going to need to build up the future for this guy. Give me... I think they're going to stoop. I think they're going to get Emmanuel Pregnon to build up their offensive line. Eagles on the clock, and the Eagles are going to call... They're going to get Kedrick Falk at 22. I'm hearing something. The underpinnings of the world are calling. And they're calling the Giants. They have 57-60. Okay? They're going to be giving up pick 60 and next year's third in exchange for Dexter Lawrence. Oh, man, we can't give up. Oh, man, that's just slop. Cole Kmet becomes a Giant in exchange for Dexter Lawrence. I love Cole Kmet, but it's got to happen, bro. So then, Cowboys at 24 are going to get cornerback Jermon McCoy after they got Ruben Bain. Or do they get... I think they get Avion Terrell. The Chiefs traded back in the first round. They're gonna reach and grab Cassius Howell. The Bills, edge, wide receiver, TJ Parker. San Francisco, who already got Dylan Thieneman and is going to draft Blake Miller. These guys are going to draft Caden McDonald. I mean, for the Chiefs, who already got Cassius Howell, are now going to draft Jermod McCoy. Yep. Dolphins, who got Mekhi Lemon, are going to draft offensive tackle. And Patriots are just, I mean, they're scared for their lives. Are going to draft Omar Cooper Jr. and edge, running back. Ooh. I see something coming up into my horizon. The phone is ringing again! Seahawks calling Indianapolis. Why, do you might ask? Why would they be calling Indianapolis? Because a simple pick swap. Jonathan Taylor is going to be giving away their pick, is going to be going to Indianapolis. Wait, back. Oh, man. Are we... They won't do that much. They won't grab that much. You know what I mean? Interesting. That's a pretty fair trade, and it's done. Colts are back in the first round. Colts need an edge rusher, and they need a wide receiver, and they need a linebacker. C.J. Allen's there. They get their guy. Oh, my gosh. I just realized y'all haven't been able to see anything. Listen, okay, let's go back over the first round before we enter the second one. The Chargers trade up. Okay, let's see if I can zoom in here. Let's just do a little recap of what I just did. The Chargers traded up. Can I make this screen bigger? No, I cannot. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe I can do this. Perfect. Okay, so just so I can see what you guys are saying. The Chargers trade up to pick one, and because the Raiders took Justin Herbert. They gave away Justin Herbert. They trade up to pick 136 in next year's second. The Bengals make the call. Jets get Joe Burrow. The Bengals got 2 first picks next year and Arvell Reese for pick 2 this year. The Cowboys then are like, oh boy, let's do a trade. Trades up and gets pick 3 and the second round pick in exchange for 12, 20, 92 in next year's third. They get Reuben Bain, Jeremiah Love, Sonny Styles, Francis Maui-Noah, Carnell Tate, David Bailey. The Bears trade up into the first round to pick up Caleb Downs in exchange for pick 25, pick 89, and next year's first. Bengals take Mansour Delane. They get Spencer Fano. Then the 49ers trade Brock Purdy to the Rams in exchange for Matthew Stafford, pick 13, and pick 61. It's absolute slop. Vega at 14. Akeem Mesidor goes. Steelers trade up to pick 15 to take Akeem Mesidor. They trade pick 76 and TJ Watt to the Bucks. So TJ Watt's now a Buccaneer. Kenyon Sadiq goes to the Jets. Monroe Freeling, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, Caden Proctor, Ty Simpson at 20. Jordan Tyson at 21. Emmanuel Pregnone at 22. Kedrick Falk at 23. Avion Terrell was traded up because the Browns traded out of the first round for CeeDee Lamb, their second first-round pick in exchange for 24-39 in the second, and next year's second for CeeDee Lamb. The Chiefs, in their trade, got pick 25. TJ Parker, Blake Miller, Caden McDonald, Jermon McCoy, Max, holy moly, Omar Cooper at 31, and then the Colts traded Daniel Jones for a second-round pick to the Bengals. Bengals replaced Joe Burrow. The Colts then take pick 41, trade it along with pick 47 and Jonathan Taylor, gone to the Seahawks for an exchange. Pick 32, a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and next year's first for the Seahawks. Moving into the second round, the Jets, having taken Kenyon Sadiq, draft wide receiver Denzel Boston. The Cowboys, having drafted Avian Terrell and Ruben Bain, they could use a linebacker. They could also replace some of the guys that they lost. I'm thinking Colton Hood would be, or Peter Woods would be good for them. I think Peter Woods is going to go. The Titans, you see, the Titans have their second-round pick, and the Titans are going to probably select wide receiver Casey Concepcion. The Chargers have gotten their QB and their guard. They need a DT. They're going to take Caleb Banks. Giants got Sonny Styles at 5 at pick 37 with a corner. They're going to take Colton Hood. Pick 38, Caden McDonald, guard, DT, center, linebacker, tight end. Jacob Rodriguez is off the board. The Cowboys once again are back on the clock as part of their CeeDee Lamb trade and have rebolstered their defense in its entirety. They've just got to complete the circuit here, and they are going to do it by drafting safety A.J. Halsey. Chiefs got their edge there, and I think they draft Caleb Lomu at tackle, right? Yep, good. Okay, make sure I didn't double up there. Seahawks are in the second round, and they need a running back. No, they don't, because they just got Jonathan Taylor. They're going to take Zion Young here at 41. 42, Saints, not a whole lot going on for them. They already got David Bailey, so they're going to go and they're going to get cornerback Brandon Sissy. Dolphins got tackle and wide receiver. They're going to go and get D'Angelo Pons. Jets got wide receiver and tight end. I think Chase Basantis is a good pick. Vega to the Ravens. DT to the Ravens. Lee Hunter. He's number 2. Christian Miller is number 2. Gotcha. Okay. Bucks at 46. The Bucks have not made a pick yet because they got TJ Watt. Give me Chris Johnson off the board. Seahawks are back on the board again in need of a guard and a center. There's really no good guards left out here. I think they're going to go and they're going to get a... What did they get? An edge? Or they need a corner still? Good to know. Good to know. Keith Abney II. Falcons on the clock here, and things are not looking too good for them. Wide receiver, they got Chris Bell and Jeremy Bernard. Christian Miller is going to be a great pick for them. At pick 49, the Vikings, who'd they get? They got Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Wow, that's a great little snag there. Running back, I do like Jadarian Price for them. They got Monroe Freeling, and they're in the market for an edge. R. Mason Thomas. They got a tackle. They're in the market for a tight end. Eli Stowers. Packers making their first pick of the day. Corner, tackle, edge, Gabe Jacobs. I think they're going to take Malachi Lawrence. These guys, they've made a really good draft for themselves. Give me Jake Golday off the board here. Eagles at 54. They have gotten Kedrick Falk. They could use a tackle here, but I foresee them taking a wide receiver. Give me Chris Bell. The Chargers have Fernando Mendoza. Let's not forget that the Chargers have Fernando Mendoza, and they're looking for a corner, Keontae Scott. The Jaguars are making their first pick of the draft, and honestly, it's not looking too good for them. Jeremy Bernard looks like a decent pick. They got Caleb Downs and they got Dexter Lawrence. Remember, don't forget they traded the second round pick away for Dexter Lawrence. I think you go best possible pick here. And we go get an edge rusher, Dave Jacobs. 58. Remember, they don't have a quarterback. They traded away Brock Purdy. Oh, they got Matthew Stafford, though, but they don't have a first-round pick next year, or they might. But they're gonna stick to their guns, and they're gonna draft Drew Allar. I think that's a good pick for them. In the second round, yikes. Giants, as a part of a trade for Dexter Lawrence, get pick 60. And they're going to take offensive guard Dennings Dunker. Okay, let me zoom this out real quick just so I can, not, give myself a headache. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so, wait. Ah, shoot. Undo pick. Okay, so the Texans got Kaden McDonald and Jacob Rodriguez. They need a guard, a DT. Honestly, Dennings Dunker works. The Giants need a wide receiver, but they haven't gotten a wide receiver yet. Give me Brazel II. They are back on the clock, and they need an edge rusher, Joshua Josephs. Thank goodness. Broncos are on the clock. Have not made a single pick yet today. DT, linebacker, Josiah Trotter. Edge, Dennis Sutton. And the Colts, who already got linebacker C.J. Allen, are going to be drafting, wait for it, Derek Moore. Wow. I want to see what the Bears' grades are. Where are my Bears, bro? Am I missing something? That's a B+ draft for them. Wow. B+. I spent 47 minutes. Biggest steal was C.J. Allen. Biggest reach was Drew Allar. Can I just see a recap of the trades that were made? Okay. So let's just remember what happened in this draft. Justin Herbert is now a Raider. Arvell Reese and Joe Burrow's a Jet. Okay. Caleb Downs, the Bears traded up. Brock Purdy is a Ram, and Matthew Stafford's a Saint. T.J. Watt is a Buck. Let's not forget that CeeDee Lamb is a Brown. And Jonathan Taylor is a Seahawk. Daniel Jones is a Bengal. Listen, this is what happens at the slop draft, okay? Look at this draft. It's absolute cinema. I hope this happens. Oh man, wouldn't that be awesome? If Caleb Downs went to the Bears, oh man, that would be awesome. That would be so good. That would be so good. Anyways, the slop draft is over. It is so over. I'm going to go. I need to take a headache pill after that. Yo, listen, we're going to do these every year, once a year. Slop draft. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned as we enter into draft week. It's going to be really exciting. Everyone's really excited, including me. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time. CAC out. Bye.